I love how my camera's flashing to charge it, but I still want to film this video for the fun of it. Yo, what up guys, it's your girl Kenzie and welcome back to my channel. Don't mind the feet and the frame if it's still in the frame. That's my boyfriend.
I got nice feet. That
I invited up to my room for I still don't know what reason.
You're gonna see my feet?
Anyways, oddly enough, it seemed like you guys missed the McDonald's on the side here, so I decided to go back to McDonald's for this little clip. You're welcome. If I keep looking down, it's because I have a cute dog, and you guys know this. She's just such a cute... Can you not itch? I know I say that to Abby a lot, but I'm saying it to my boyfriend now.
I was itchy.
You guys will see my boyfriend pretty soon in my channel.
See me, I'm pretty sure.
Or if you want to see him now, you can actually look on my vlog channel, which you should actually subscribe to. This is going off on a tangent, but I realized it has been a while since I've done a book review. It's actually been since October since I've done a book review. And what month is it? It's November as I'm filming this, but it's actually December when it's up. I don't know what I am anymore, guys. I don't know. I hate you.
Almost December.
I hate filming with him in the room. So I decided to do a book review on the most scariest, most weirdest, most confusing book that I read in the month of October. I'm just gonna skip over that I didn't even do my week out to my scary, like least the most scariest book reviews in October. We're just gonna skip through that. But before I get into this video, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Kenzie. You should really hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell, that post notification, so you get notified when I post a new video every single week. I don't know why I just did that, but let's just get on to the video. So I decided to do I moved my apps around on my phone, so it's so weird because I'm so used to seeing the Amazon app there, and it's on the edge of my phone now, so I decided to do this weird book that my former my former assistant manager at one of my jobs that I'm not going to name because I don't want to get sued, told me about. She was like, this is the most random, weird book that you will ever read. And oddly enough, it was. Why did I not read this? The Dollhouse Murders. I should have read that. Do I have to get my Kindle? Apparently it's not showing up. So I found it. It's called Dollhouse, a supernatural horror, in parentheses, it's a dark carousel book 1. Abby, really? And apparently you can only find this on Kindle. You cannot find this online, like you can't order it through Amazon through a hardback book, apparently. The cover of it is pretty weird. It's that's all I'm gonna say about it, and it's written by Anya Adlin. I hope I said that right. I don't even know if I said that right. I know I never say the author's name anymore. Well, apparently there's 4 books in this series. There's The Dollhouse, Paper Dolls, Marionettes, I don't even know why I couldn't even say that, and Music Box. All sound creepy at the same exact time. Now, I must say that it says you have to be like 16 to 18 years older to read this book. You have to have a brain to read this book. Like, there's nothing really scary about it, in my opinion. But then again, I've been watching crime shows since I was like, what, 10? 7 to 10 years old.
Probably like 5.
I say 5 a lot, but I'm like, I don't remember much at 5, so I'm just gonna keep saying 7 to 8 years old instead. So, you guys know me, I scrolled all the way down to reviews, so I'm gonna start reading the reviews, and it has a 4.1 out of 5 stars out of 88 customers rating. That should be good, so I'll read. Like most of the reviews that I've read were like pretty like, oh, it's pretty good, not very horror, all this and that. And there was one person I gotta give credit to. Her name is Jessica at the Psychic Nerd. She posted this and like, this was around the time that I was reading the book. She said a suspense, I can't speak. She said it was a really good read. She did a 5-page essay on her review on the book. I love her for that. I think like there's like some like very negative reviews. Like there's some that are like, oh, it's really good, but it leaves you on a cliffhanger. That it updated since like 2014. If you guys bought this in 2014, so. Sorry guys if you can hear a dog in the background. I think my favorite, I have 2 favorites it seems like. Actually no, it's my favorite that says, I did not order this. I love how some of my reviews, like it'd be like my favorite is like the one that does not go well with it. One star. Long, repetitive, boring. There's no ending. I won't be reading any more of the series for sure. Ugh. To be honest, it is a very confusing story. It does leave you questions up in the air. For sure. I'm just going to say that in general. It's just not one of my favorite books. Like, most of the books that you guys know that I read, I'm like, awesome, it's great, it's amazing. Nope. Not with this one. For some weird reason, like, it took me a while to read through the book, and I was, like, talking to my former assistant manager, and she was just like, oh, I got it. It's like, it gave her nightmares. I just had a dream about a guy that liked me and wanted to be more than friends. That's the only dream I ever had through it.
Mm-hmm. Would that be me?
That was a different guy. Much hotter.
Oh, nice.
I think my funny thing about this is that there was a recommendation on it in the product description that says something happens to you when you read this. You'll be changed. It's just that amazing. And that's from the author of Buffy, The Making of a Slayer. So let's read the description of it and I'll give you my full detail on it. It says The Dark Carousel series is a heart-stopping saga, a mix of chill of American horror stories and the fantastical elements of the one with peculiar children. I'm sorry guys, I'm not going to pronounce stuff today, so I had one of those days where I'm just like, I don't give a care anymore. So, it says, a dark presence is collecting girls deep in the forest. 2 girls have vanished, and now a third. Casey and her friends desperately search the forest for her friend who went missing on a hike. When they find vintage dolls hanging from strings on branches, they should have turned back, but they didn't. The dolls lead to a crumbling mansion. Beneath the mansion lies a masquerade of life-size dollhouse that is controlled by a terrifying being. In the dollhouse, you must dance until your feet bleed, sit on the top shelf if you're bad, And if you've been very bad, you've been sent to the toy box, a pitch dark cavern that contains beings beyond nightmares. And now there is no escape. And it says, a dark, ghoulish, gothic horror of ages 14 to adults. I could probably still even give this to my little niece and be like, here, enjoy this. And she probably wouldn't have nightmares. And she's 11. I just want to throw this at him, but I'm too nice. And I need my phone. So the main characters of the book are... I guess one of my roommates are home. So the main characters of the Dollhouse is Casey, or Cassandra is her name. I don't know if it's pronounced Casey or Cassie, because her spelling has the same way as we would have pronounced our dog. Aisha, who goes missing. Lacey, Ethan, Donovan, Jasmine, and the held captives. Sophrina, Philemia, and Missouri. They have real names, but I just don't remember their real names because I forgot to write it down at the time. But those are the held captives.
Should get your hot boyfriend to catch that.
This book was like, it had so many questions, so many twists and turns, and I felt like I had to keep reading the same passage, the same page over and over again to get an understanding of it. And I don't like doing that. I like to skim through and like try to understand it. And again, it was not very captivating to me personally. If I had to rate this onto a 1 to 10 scary scale, I would give it 3.5 out of 4 maybe, like 3.5 to 4 out of 10. Because there were many scary stuff, like the guy that shows up, why Jasmine is how she is. There's like so many questions, and then at the ending, I'm not going to give it away, guys. There are just so many more questions at the end. All I can say is if you want to read it, read it. It just wasn't my favorite book. Would I reread this again? Maybe if I want to refresh my memory, if I'm looking through my Kindle and I'm like, oh, Dollhouse. And then I would remember why I didn't like it at all. But there are other people that said it's a good gothic horror, just not that very horror. So if you're not into horror, read it. But I'm not a big fan of dolls, like lifestyle dolls at all. So watch at your own risk, I can say. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not very enthusiastic, guys, for 1 and 2. I just really didn't care much about this book. Like, Brett even knows it took me forever to read this book. And he knows if it takes me forever to read a book, it means it's not really that good, in my opinion. Or good at all. So, that being said, read it through on risk. I don't care. If you like this video so much, please give it a big thumbs up because that's very helpful. Tell me down below what do you want to see for next week's video. All my social media will be linked in the description below. You know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know, all that will be down in the doobity box below. And like I said in the beginning, guys, if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button down below or right there. And you want to check my last video, it'll be right there. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you next week.